The managerial goings-on at Everton took another twist today when Graham Potter has decided to join West Ham United. Obviously, Sean Dyche is still the Everton boss, but obviously there's been lots of speculation this week about his position as Everton manager. He faced questions about it yesterday, said that it was absolutely correct that Everton were doing some succession planning. He accepts Everton haven't won enough games this season. It's as simple as that. 3 wins in 19 Premier League games is terrifying. 1 win in the last 11 games. And of the 19, Everton have failed to score in 11 of them, which it doesn't make pretty reading. And that is why the Friedkin Group are exploring other managerial options. Graham Potter was thought to be on that list. Everton have been having dialogue with him for a couple of months, but Everton not clear on making him an offer. And West Ham were, and they beat Everton to the punch, and therefore he has been, he's been sacked today, so therefore Potter will be announced as their manager, a 2.5-year deal. It means that Everton potentially are looking elsewhere, and there's been a few names that have been bandied about today. Jose Mourinho is the number one with the betting. That's out there now. I think he's 8-11 for the Everton job. He has worked for the Friedkin Group before, AS Roma, of course, but they did sack him, and he did have some not very complimentary things to say about about Dan Friedkin in particular when he was let go from Roma. So that one looks a little bit of a left field one to me. Looks like unlikely, but it's football, and you can never ever say never in football. And we'll see what happens. He's over in Turkey at the moment with Fenerbahce, isn't he? But he's causing some ructions over there, as Josie does. And 2 other names in the pipeline as well today. Former England manager Gareth Southgate. He has now come up on the rails, it seems. He's more and more stuff coming out about him. And former Roma manager Paulo Fonseca. He has been linked with Everton on a couple of occasions. I think he's actually spoke to Farhad Moshiri on a couple of occasions. He's also managed Roma. He's managed Shakhtar Donetsk, Lille, Milan. He's got a very good record, in all fairness. I think his win ratio across his whole career is over 50, about 53%. He's done very well. And out of those 3, I think I'd be leaning towards Fonseca. Personally, I think he plays better football than the other 2. But they're the names getting bandied about. But as it stands, Sean Dyche is still Everton's manager. Everton do have an FA Cup tie against Peterborough tomorrow, but clearly these stories aren't going away now, so it's going to be an interesting few days, that's for sure. Everton have been linked with a move for Brighton midfielder Jakob Moder today. The Toffees were linked with a move for Moder in the summer transfer window. Everton tried to get him on loan early on in the window and made an inquiry about buying him towards the end of the window. I think the player wanted to see how it went at Brighton, but he's only featured 5 times in all competitions for Brighton since the season started under Fabian Herzler, and those links are there today. Leicester City also looking to try and bring in the 25-year-old midfield player to the club. And another player that Everton have been linked with today is Brazilian right-back Wesley Frank. The 21-year-old plays for Flamengo. He played 31 times in 2024 for Flamengo. He had 2 assists, no goals. But he can also play right wing as well. He's valued at around 16 million euros. He is quite quick. It's always a right back though, isn't it? It's never. I don't understand why we're not looking at left backs as well to give Mikalenko some competition as well. So, but there you go. They are the transfer links today. The window is open. There is going to be more and more links. Nothing more on Jaden Philogene. That was out yesterday. So again, it's a watch this space. But there's a lot going on at Everton at the moment, and we do have a football match to play tomorrow night as well. That is weather permitting at the moment, but it'll be on, despite how cold it is going to be. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. See you later.